Yo! Welcome back! It is another day in paradise. In the paradise called Tier 2 Counter-Strike. And boy, do we have something interesting to talk to you guys about today. Yesterday, we went through the Northern Lights drama. We got some insider information. And we watched a game where 5 Tier 2 players, all using radar hack, with the intent to win a BO3, was unable to beat their opponents. Now, do you guys think that means the opponents also had to be cheating? Maybe. I don't know what to think. The players of Northern Lights seem to think that they should be able to beat someone if they have 5 players radar hacking. And I hadn't even sent Doza the VOD of me going through this shit before I wake up to this tweet. Player Skodo from WOPA Esports was banned by anti-cheat on the ban list of Akros. They took a stand-in and the match is played as if nothing happened. Here is his Steam 64 in Akros. 1 means he's currently banned for cheating. 0 means he's not banned. And as we are speaking right now, it is 12:46. WOPA is currently in the process of still playing against Wildcard Academy. It is map 3 being played right now. They destroyed map 1, Mirage, their own pick. They barely lost in overtime on Ancient on Wildcard's pick. And now they are gonna play Overpass against them. I, of course, do not have the rights to show this, but I want to show you guys something funny. I ended up following the channel because I wanted to write a funny haha chat message. They have set the chat to followers only mode. And you might be like, oh, Ren, what's so bad about that? What's so bad about followers only mode? Have you guys ever seen a 10,080 minute waiting period from the moment you hit follow? They really don't want anyone to talk about it. The tournament organizers really do not want you to talk about the fact that a team with a currently banned player is playing. We'll come back to this, okay? So, this is the tweet. Martin here, WLTN1, ends up atting me. He goes, Renyan, another day in Tier 2-3, but no one's talking about it. Not even TO or his team. No one is covering this. Here is WOPA's current match history. They are beating fucking everyone like a goddamn drum, chat. Including Northern Lights, who we covered yesterday. Including Fish123. Smooya's team. So they're beating some seriously good teams. And I end up talking to Martin. Bro, I haven't even sent my editors the VOD of Northern Lights yet. And he says Tier 2-3 is an infinite content glitch. You're damn right, Martin! You're damn fucking right. Do you want to buy a... You can do it on CS Money. On CS Money, you get the fastest trades on the market, low prices recently made even lower, and a wide selection of over 100,000 skins. You can buy and sell with PayPal, crypto, or trade your old skins for new ones. CS Money also has a market section with peer-to-peer trading, as well as an instant cash-out feature. Check them out with the link in the description. I ask him, how do we verify that he's actually banned, by the way? I'm not a knower when it comes to Akros. And he says, check DM. So into the DMs we go. Hi, since I'm a CS2 admin for another tournament organizer, I have access to what's called the Akros API admin panel, where I can, among other things, check if a player has Akros anti-cheat enabled. If they're banned, there's also the option to see the most recent bans. I check that pretty often as it's part of my work. At the same time, I asked Blurred Name directly, one of the Akros engineers I communicate with regarding related stuff. Below, I'm sending a screenshot of my chat with him, but probably don't publish that directly. They'll release some kind of official statement, I think. It's more funny the United 21 organizer allowed the match to go ahead, even though they must also have known the player didn't connect to the match because he got a ban. Here was a screenshot of the DM between him and the engineer. I'm not gonna show it, not here, not in the video. I ended up deleting it from my DMs. But the DM said, we are confident this ban was applied correctly, but we are looking into it. The Akros anti-cheat team seems to think that the ban is legit, that it should stand, but they are double-checking it. And this screenshot is directly from admin panel, where I can put Steam ID and see info about the account. 1 equals banned, 0 equals clear. And as you guys can see, he's clearly banned by Akros anti-cheat. Is there any way to find the last game the player played on Akros? That demo might be golden. Already thinking about content, chat. I'm already thinking about content, only for genius. And he goes, United 21 is an unranked league, same with like Exert League, so they don't share demos. But when matches on HLTV, every match has uploaded demo on their match page. He played all games from the history. Nice win streak, by the way. And then he links me the games. This is WOPA against G2 Ares. And he goes, every site has demo. By the way, they played versus Northern Lights, beat them 13-6 and 13-1. Looks like a hunt, both with radar. So as we already know, Northern Lights is a team where 5 people had access to radar hack and they were cheating. But beating them like this either means that they were just dominant or it means that Northern Lights. The decided to lose the map from the get-go. I spoke to Northernlights Insider yesterday. He told me they were fixing the game versus Valtreon on September 8th, but they couldn't beat them even with 5 radars and told their bookie to cash out the bet because they knew they'd lose BO3 after map 2. Martin responds, whole tier 2-3 is full of match fixers, 90% of them for using radar for secured bets. And then he shows the screenshot of the match going on. He says, I still don't understand why the match hasn't been cancelled or paused. It's going on like nothing happened. This is where we come back to this screenshot right here. If you try to chat right now in the chat of United 21, you can't. You just cannot bring attention to the fact that WOPA should not be allowed to play this game. So it's proceeding as normal, even though they should very clearly be disqualified. He says, normally organizer would handle a situation if they see that a player has a ban. They would disqualify the rest of the team, but apparently that is not the case here. I don't want to point any fingers at anyone, but it's an interesting approach from the organizer. I write that hopefully there is no involvement from their side, but at this point, nothing surprises me in tier 2 anymore. There is a universe where the organizers themselves are involved in this bullshit, chat. There is a universe where that happens. I asked him, out of curiosity, is Akros used in this tournament? Could it be a question of whether or not they trust Akros's judgment? So I'm asking, maybe they know about the ban, but they don't think it applies. And then he goes, yes, they're using Akros. The only anti-cheat that all these tournaments use because we don't have any other option and it's the most widespread and currently the only commercial anti-cheat for tournaments. The Wild Academy versus WOPA match was delayed by about 20 minutes. There were 4 WOPA players on the server and then on HLTV it showed that the player Anarkes was supposed to host and later it changed to the player Gnuffe. I then posted something, chat. This might be interesting, okay? The team Valtreon that we watched yesterday had a player named Tripex. Tripex was fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys remember this, but he was playing out of his goddamn mind at times. He is currently playing for Wildcard Academy, the team that WOPA are playing right now as we speak. So we are seeing some known faces already. And he points out Tripex played for the Glex, Match Fixers and Cheaters team. And again, this guy I'm talking to is a tournament admin and organizer. He's a knower. He then links me this. Algo released trio over match fixing and cheating practices. So Hodix, Crikey, and Jackass are all gone from the team as part of a match fixing scandal. Immediately after, Crikey, Jackass, and Hodix are now playing with Tripex. or before, right? Or before. It is an absolute rabbit hole. Tier 2 Counter-Strike is an absolute fucking rabbit hole. And then I point out that this stuff happened with the chat and he said he just chatted and now he can't anymore. So it is interesting. And at the end he says this is more fishy than CCT, but at the very least this doesn't put VRS teams at risk like CCT does, even though it is still bad. We have a little bit of a rabbit hole here, and I'm thinking it would be really interesting to take a look at the last match played where Skodo was still able to play, because we might have another situation here where Skodo was using radar and feeding that radar info to his teammates because he is cheating banned. So the question becomes, what happened? Is this a situation of a lone cheater who's banned and then they sub him out? Because the team knows that he can't play. That's why he is subbed out now without any like fanfare, without any like attention drawn to it, without a statement from WOPA or from United 21. So what happened? Are they in on it? Do they know? Do they play fishy? I have no clue, but I figured it would be interesting to take a look. Oh, what's this? Skodo yesterday lost their qual for Galaxy Battle with WOPA versus Masonic. But this is on Faceit. There is a high chance that they have a cheat that is able to pass Akros, but not Faceit anti-cheat. Genuine question. Jacob Skodo, this guy, 14-16. Damn, bro, what a shame, man. 8,656 matches on Faceit, bro. In CS2. 6.9k in CSGO. My guy. He's got over 17,000 matches? No, he's got over 15,000 matches. Bro, my brain not braining. No, he's in the 16s, bro. No, he's in the 15s. It's too early, chat. I have not had coffee today. How do you have 15,500 matches and then you decide to cheat? It has to be match fixing. You have 15,500 matches played on Faceit alone, and you get banned for cheating. It's either a false ban, or he has to have been offered match fixing money. 14.7k hours minimum, right? He probably has more on other accounts too. Chat, there is no way. There is absolutely no way you don't go super public. Akros has more power for TOs. We can enable kernel DMA protection, HVCI, secure boot, etc. Manually for each player, but on Faceit this is 95% cases disabled for all players until there reach some reports on manual check by AC team. Currently, state of Faceit anti-cheat is worse than Akros from my POV. That is really interesting. Do you have any games that you know they played that are super fishy? Or do we just watch the one where they play against fish? Chat, I'm thinking maybe we take a look at the game they played against Muya's team, no? This might be a heater. 13-11, 13-8, and overtime on Nuke in the grand final. Oh, chat, this is a fucking heater, no? In the fucking grand final? Ooh. Okay, chat. We have our entertainment for today. Locked the fucking fish 123 versus WOPA on Ancient. In the history, when there was a ban wave for pro players, most of them were with negative score, etc. They were paid for throwing or for sharing radar with other teams, not for being sus. Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. When you see a player like this banned, do you think that it is him using radar and sharing the radar with his team? Or do you think that there are a lot of cases where they use more stuff? Do you think that there are cases where they use walls, they use aim? Or do you think they're just using radar because it's kind of the safe thing, where instead of tracking people through walls or having like robotic flicks, you just kind of know too much? I'm really interested in your take here. Who is the VLTN1 guy? He's an admin for a different TO. He has access to the Acros admin panel. Yes, there is no reason for cheating alone in pro scene. Most of them using DMA for radar because it's more safe, even for cameras in tournaments. Fair point. I'm going to ask you a follow-up question, and I will emphasize that this is going to be your speculation, not an official take in any kind of way. Do you personally believe that when people are caught cheating like this, do you believe that often these people are acting alone? Or do you think that they're always at least part of a duo or a trio or like a trio on a team? Match fixing for money. I have also seen screenshots from players who sent me evidence of being contacted by people asking them for match fixing, offering them radar, etc. In most cases, they want 2-3 players to ensure they can control score and map. That is really interesting. We knew about this already though, but that is still like interesting. Bro, the fucking match fixing in this scene is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, the match fixing in this scene. There is probably a fucking ton of money to be made on this shit, bro. Hey, match fixers in tier 2, can you guys reach out to me? I'm trying to make some cash, bro. I'm trying to make some moolah. One player can control his score and bets for his own stats, not for map. True. Do you believe there's match fixing in tier 1? No, I don't. I believe the players make too much money and there's too much prestige on the line for people to do it. There was an interview in Loba about local tier 2 in Balkans where he asked one of the managers where they get the money for a new Benz. Oh, brother. Yeah, we're fried, chat. We're fucking fried. The problem is that match fixers don't even face real punishment on NCS and like sports betting, IRL, where you can actually get some serious sentences. Yeah, I guess. I mean, but this is like with all regulation, right? It's only a matter of time. That's kind of it. Sooner or later, the laws will like follow. And this is something we see no matter like what territory we're in. To give you an example, people buying and selling skins en masse, people who make a living that way, has recently been struck with some really crazy VAT demands and even lawsuits. So the laws will always follow, chat. And the hammer is going to have to come down on someone at some point in time. If you are a prospect and you are being offered tens of thousands of dollars to match fix, please do not do it. You have a potential career ahead of you, and this is a hell of a way to end it. And it's a hell of a way to always have an asterisk next to your name. There is money to be made, okay? You will have chances to make tens of thousands of dollars a month later in life. Try to live a good life. Don't take the shortcuts, okay? As someone with 4 Lamborghinis and a house in the hills, it's overrated, okay? I'm here in my apartment anyway. I don't even want to use my house in the hills. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's take a look. Keep in mind, we are not looking at this game for Skodo's unbelievable performance, okay? We're looking at the game mostly at the radar to see where these guys are running to and from. We kind of want to see, do these boys do too much? That's what we're looking for. Okay, can we end the video here? Those, I just run the fucking ending. If I could ban you manually for this round without even thinking you cheat, I would. What's your elo on face hit again, bro? Ow! One more time. Run it back. I'm so glad this guy's banned. I'm so glad this guy's fucking banned. I understand it's running forward because he's afraid of like tunnel coming out to kill him, but that is crazy to watch. Also, chat, don't look at the cam right now. I have a bomb. Team WOPA take round 1. That's a really nice combo you have there, Skodo. This guy is rocking butterfly with default gloves. This guy has a slaughter and Vice Gloves. This guy has Default and also Butterfly. And this guy has Vice Gloves and Marble Fade. If you're asking me who I think is match fixing on this team, I have 3 prime suspects. Khan Sensa also play with knives, by the way. I'm fully aware. You might not know much about me, Mr. WLTN1. I'm just gonna call you Dubs from now on because it's hard to say your name. But I've covered both Khan and Senza extensively on my channel. The round starts with a mid-creep from Fish. And then they explode through Donut. They instantly clear out Skodo, and he cannot kill anyone. Next round is an A stack against an A rush. And they're all here. Oh my god, the amount of util. Oh my god, it's a disaster. Oh my god. Skodo has a fucking dragon lore! Oh, but come on! Now, I'm not saying you can't have a dragon lore. You know what this feels like, chat? You know that guy in your tiny city who runs a humble pizza shop, but for some reason he drives a G-Wagon. And you just know. You just know. But you can't prove it yet. That's what this feels like, chat. The guy that owns a corner store but has a Rolex Daytona. A Daytona and a G-Wagon is not the same class of wealth, bro. I'll keep it a buck. Some people buy expensive watches to look rich, not because they are. If you have a G-Wagon, I think you just kind of have to be rich. Or incredibly irresponsible, which some people are. Crad finds one. Skodo just not willing to play the fucking game. Baits out 2 teammates and still just fucking dies. So they end up losing this 5v2. Oh my. Crad goes huge. Smuya finds one more. Oh, Skodo finds a kill. Life round. Oh. Well, that was a fucking mistake, Skodo. Okay, so far nothing crazy. Do we skip a little bit? Chat, yesterday we skipped until the more pressing points of the match. Okay, 2-6. We skip here. We skip here. Bro, I would love to speak to Smuya about this, bro. I would actually be very interested in hearing what Smuya has to say about these guys. If you felt anything playing against them. Smuya is very true to character, chat. Smuya just wrote, Skodo is a mega bot and randomly played well the 2 events they won, then got banned. What's this? 1.5 to 1.8 KD versus AM Havu. Maybe better demos and better plays from him. Ooh, you're onto something here. And Havu is a good team too, no? 24 and 15 on Nuke. That could be interesting. Okay, chat, let's finish watching Ancient just to see like what happens. Because they do end up coming back on this map. And then we hop on to the Havu demo, okay? So these are the stats of Skodo. And here against Havu, he has a 177 rating and a 134 rating. Here against AM, he has a 186 and a 145. So these might be better games to review. Oh, the Dragon Lore is the second newest item in his inventory. The knife is no longer here, or it's even newer. A new addition to the inventory, huh? I know it, I just can't prove it. Execute coming in. Skodo finds a crazy kill with the op. Gets pushed back. Do you believe that there is no chance Mirage will be gone from Apple for a season? I don't think they're ever gonna remove Mirage. I think it's the most played map by a wide margin, and I don't think they're ever willing to fuck with that. No matter how stale and goddamn boring it is. Then again, I think Dust 2 used to be a close number 2, and they did remove that, so I might be wrong. Is bro aiming at feet? Nah, he's an AWPer. It's completely fine to aim at crotch if you're AWPer. He looks so bad though. Like, I'm sorry, but like looking at him play, I think he looks like a fucking noob. I can't lie. And I know that like, oh, but he's playing in tier 2 run, but I genuinely feel like I'm looking at a fucking noob. If I had this guy on my team in Premiere, I'd be pissed. Again, another A hit, bro. They're just pounding these same A hits out. Ooh. Relatively quick kill. Really bad peek out of 7 kick, especially knowing you're playing an Opera here. Okay, a 3k out of Skodo. Holy hell, bro. That's probably the best round he's played in 2025. And another A hit out of Fish 123. Woo! Whiffs and almost goes down. Throws a really bad flash. Gets his teammate killed. Chad, you don't understand how shit that flash is, by the way. Look at this. Like, brother, what are we doing, bro? He gets so much time to fucking react to that shit, bro. And that molly is not deep enough. Bro, I swear to God I'm specking a noob. Like the movement and the shit he does, I swear I'm specking a fucking noob, bro. Like earlier in the week, I was talking to like... It was on stream, I was talking to like ECP and like Zipno and shit like that. Players who are like in the mid to 3Ks to high 3Ks now. And they're saying like, Ren, you can easily go 3.5, 3.8, 4K elo. Like if you really wanted to. Like even the 3Ks they're playing right now are like fucking awful compared to CSGO. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like really? You guys think so? Like really? I'm full hate watching. Like right now, I'm just full on hate watching. This guy fucking sucks, Chan. I'm sorry, he's bad. For example, Axectro bot were stats, but banned for cheating in April with other pro players before he deleted his Twitter account, said he was paid for not being good. What the fuck? This guy? Okay, back to the game. Look in. Have you ever got a plushie of your character? Yeah, it's being made right now, actually. I mean, works with U2s. It's currently in production. Okay, so here we have an interesting round here, where they start out with the default. Fish 123 have a B setup. And now they will just happen to pick the right site. Which is fair enough. I swear to God, I'm watching a bad player play the game. Like, I swear. The thing is though, Chad, it's probably hard to play when you're always looking at your phone, no? Oh, minor spelling mistake alert. Bought Molotov to waste it. You mean waste, W-A-S-T-E. That's what you mean. You mean waste. Waste is what I grab your mom by when it's time for us to go to the bedroom for the 3rd time that day. Okay, another unguarded A site. Is he lost? Does he need a tour guide? Yeah, and on your left, you can see the map here. On the right, you see a wall. Okay, you might want to run into cover now. They're currently shooting through the smoke. Bro, he doesn't know where he is! Can you imagine being a player on Fish 123? And you're, like, coming out here? Look at this. I know Quez is here, okay? But, like, still, look at the awareness here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Skodo, and they actually win a round. It's a little miracle. And now, Fish 123 are stacking A site. And our boys in WOPA has gone towards B. They're currently held out of cave. I really feel like Skodo should have joined them in checking left side of cave there. But Tanto not too concerned about checking the left side at all. He just walks in. Really give a fuck. Skodo is about to go fucking huge here. Gets a 2K. It's a miracle. And now they will just run to A. Are they gonna clear anything? They clear half of Donut. Not too concerned about someone actually being in Donut and not hiding. Crad, a decent player, played for Amcal. Okay, so here's the thing. Crad is a really good player. If you're gonna make the case that he played for a team that is good, Amcal is not the team you want to bring up, okay? Amcal is to pro Counter-Strike what chlamydia is to having sex. You know what I mean? It's not the best to bring up. Okay, Skodo with a 3K round, bro. That is unbelievable. And we're down to 8-8 from 2-6 here. Fish 1-3 had a 2-6 lead. And now we'll just have a raw A take. Again, A site fully undefended. Skodo will plant a bomb. Fish 1-3 really fond of leaving A site undefended, which I find a little bit weird. Because they do also really like to run in an A site themselves. They know the power of it, but they're kind of not defending it, you know? Uh-oh. Why does that look so weird? That looks really weird. WOPA is co-owned by the co-founder, co-owner of HLTV, Martin. You are shitting me. Really? That is interesting. I'm not saying that means this guy has any involvement at all, but I think there is a big problem in having someone own a team who also owns a site that has not one, not two, but 1 million gambling sponsors on every fucking game played. And they just beat Wildcard Academy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 40 gambling sponsors. And if you think that these betting sites get to be listed here for free, you're out of your fucking mind. Having a team owned by someone owning a site this ingrained with gambling is to me a problem, regardless of involvement in this at all. And then you have one of the players on the team cheating, probably to match fix. Probably. Because like, if you ask people in tier 2, do they think people are cheating to perform better? It is extremely rare because match fixing is so profitable that that's what people do it for. It's a problem. I think at the very least you can say it's a conflict of interest, right? Like, for sure, you can make that case. Damn. They really lost to Nico. I really can't imagine someone besides the match fixer betting on this. Do you underestimate the nature of gambling-addicted people? They will bet on anything. They will bet on absolutely fucking anything. I know people in my life that were like betting on handball, women's handball in the 2nd division in Germany and shit like that. People bet that fucking Suarez would bite someone and won money on it. What a fucking sequence of events that is. They walk through Red Room. Red Room and CT long left unguarded completely. 2 CT is taking donut control. What? How did they get past the donut players? What happened here? Oh, so the smoke lands. Smoke lands in front of donut, and they just don't respect them. So they are aware that the T's might have gone to Red Room. But Crad is investigating. And they don't think that anyone has made it through. But Skodo tucking in here is fucking absurd, no? Heather. I think the only thing I have a problem with is this tuck-in. I think when you're all the way here and you still haven't seen anything, I feel like you go looking because the concern is going to be that the CTs are taking mid-control. So tucking in here, for me, is an odd choice. Yo, WOPA isn't cheating or match fixing. This message is brought to you by BetSkins, BetLife, BetHouse, 24/7 bets. Oh, okay. Thank God. I was really worried, but hey, now that you guys are telling me... Wait, I'm getting a call. Yeah, hello? Let me mute my mic. 7 million? No. No, it's not gonna cut it. No, I'm posting the video. 12 million. Final offer. No, Dima doesn't need anything. Fuck that guy. He's too stupid to make these videos anyway. Yeah, 12 million. I will lag out my stream, okay? My stream will lag out, okay? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, crypto is fine. Crypto is fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck, I unmuted my mic. My mom called me, Chad. My mom called me. Anyways, I no longer believe these guys are cheating. You know what I mean? I no longer believe these guys are cheating. I don't think anything happened here. Probably a false ban out of Akros. I'm gonna be gone for a few days, Chad. I'm gonna buy a house. It's something I've been working towards for the last 12 years. It was nice seeing you guys, and thank you for the stream. But this is fucking absurd, though. Great timing. Can be explained. You know what I mean? Can be explained, but that's still crazy. I want to remind people that this guy is currently banned for cheating, by the way. What are these flashes this guy's fucking throwing? I'm sorry, but like, bro, I'm the king of shit utility, but somehow having 84 utility on Litify. What are you throwing? Look at this. What? Hey, what's the point? What angle are we flashing? Red room? With that? I swear I'm being pranked right now, right? Like, I'm just being pranked right now, right? He's only been playing on the pro scene for 2 years. Of course he doesn't know flashes. Ah, of course. Did he just fucking walk peek into Smuya's scope and got away with it? Yeah. I'm assuming Smuya had to flick up, but... normally I think Smuya hits those. I'm almost surprised he missed it. Not to glaze him too much, but this potato can't be cheating, right? This potato is not only cheating, he's banned for cheating. He currently has an active ban from Akros anti-cheat. Have you ever seen Senza know how to throw flashes or smokes? No. I've seen Senza throw them, but they're always kind of shit. And then I had an interview with Draw Ranger where he said, yeah, my team don't know utility, but me, I know utility. I just see this big thing of blank, bro. He's not gonna do anything until overtime, basically. For a second there, I thought these were really good flashes. And they might have been pretty good against the CTs, because the CTs did, like, pull back here. But none of his teammates are running out on them. Yeah, the CTs are, like, forced to pull back, but... actually, Quest runs out on it. Better than I thought then, I guess. Holy shit, he killed someone. What are we doing? Who let you play in this game? Ponte partiro aiesi che io no mai. Bro, I swear to God, it's a fucking tourist on the A side, bro. It's just like fucking sightseeing. Just like, oh wow, wow. Like, bro, it's like he's never played the map before. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like watching Dima in Japan. Rad, former Amcal star. Oh, he just happens to be ready for that at perfect timing, huh? but loses out in the end. Ooh, Crad jiggles him out. I'm gonna be so honest, chat. If I was them like, forced to play Deagle because this bot bought an AWP in the last round, I'd be kind of pissed. I can't lie. Bro, Danny's just tucked the fuck in. Danny almost kills him. What? Oh, not willing to peek into 7 kick. And the bomb just went down? What happened on B site in the meantime? O-Star is anti-flash. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, a tweet came out. We are aware that our player Skodo has been banned on Acros and will remain suspended until further notice. We're reaching out to Acros directly to discuss the situation and will share updates as soon as we know more. Can we ratio the fuck out of this cheating tier 2 team? I'm watching you, motherfucker. Okay, so the bomb plant goes down on B. O-Star gets caught out anti-flash here, thinking he was playing against competent players. Clearly wrong. Smokes off the AWPer. Kills one. Runs in a straight line. It's a disaster. Moo. Misses. Let me know. Let me know. No, smooth. Alright, that was the first map. Interesting stuff. I'm thinking we take a look at their game against Havu. The 13-11 into 13-7. Because Skodo plays really well here. Is Havu that good? Chat, honestly, for those of you guys who know a little bit more about tier 2 and stuff like that right now, is Havu even that good? The reason I want to look at it is because Skodo goes crazy. He goes 39-29. On Nuke, he goes 24-15. They are 3-10. I believe so. They're kind of mid tier 2. I don't know if it's worth watching then. I don't know if it's worth watching. How did map 3 go? So an Inferno Fish 1-2-3 win. Map 3 goes to overtime though, chan. Map 3 goes to overtime before WOPA clutches it out. Map 3 might be a banger, you know. I'm liking Zanto drops +10. Ooh, I think we watch map 3. I think we just go watch map 3. Demos from match are usually uploadable in a few minutes, and this is also in HLTV's terms when they cover a match. But today's match of WOPA, after almost an hour, still doesn't have the demo available on HLTV. Sus. So they benched him and still playing grand finals. Crazy. Dude, this is crazy to me. I really want to say something. I think I have a really funny tweet here. Let's get back into the news. We got some world-class pre-aim here out of Skodo. Oh. They still haven't got the bomb down. Did they really just run them down like this? Crest versus Crad 1v1. No, he saw him! You saw him! Crad, you saw his head! Crad, you saw him! He's on your screen, no? Look, the door closed and you see his head. Oh no, he didn't. What a round out of Quest's best of 1. What is that smoke? Is that a good smoke? Oh. Oh. Okay. But how does that smoke make sense? That smoke only makes sense if enemy team has a scout or you're expecting a scout, right? It's only good if you're expecting a scout. Or a deagle, I guess. Okay, never mind. Never mind. A deagle could be okay. Because if they don't have that, then you want to smoke away so that they're forced to play range with shit weapons. Is Oculus a good anti-cheat? According to Dubs in chat, it's a good one now. According to him, it's better than Face It anti-cheat. Actual insight from someone who knows this way around the software. Why is he in vent? Does this guy think he's me or something? Has he been watching the Instagram reels? What a fucking clown chat, this guy. Hey, exit comes in. Crad, bro. I was ready for a Crad 5k, I cannot lie. Is he also VAC banned? No, he's only banned on Acros anti-cheat. Let me see here. Faceit does not carry over bans from Acros AC. When Joel received a ban for cheating, Faceit only banned him a year later. after ESIC finally released the report, and that was for match fixing, not cheating. So Khanet, etc. is still playing Face It and Face It tournament quals, but then in tournaments is Acros, and that's the end for them. Never understood the purpose of match fixing. Is it because you bet money on the match yourself? No. Let me explain it. This might be interesting for the people watching on YouTube as well, because I'm sure a lot of people have no idea how this shit works. You have Team WOPA versus Team Fish in this game, which is Smuya's team. In this game, Team Fish is the favorite. Going into the game, WOPA has a 1.94 odds if they win the BO3, whereas Fish has a 1.43 odds. Meaning, if you put in $100 on WOPA winning and they win, you now earn $194 back. So you almost 2x your money. Same concept here. You get $43 extra. So 143 back. This is pre-game. This is before the game starts. Map 1 is played. And in map 1, WOPA loses to Fish. But there's still 2 games left in the BO3. So what happens to the odds? Okay, WOPA now has to win 2 maps in a row. They were already not the favorite. Okay, the odds go up to 2.74 and Fish's odds go down to 1.17. Meaning if you bet on Fish winning the BO3 now, it's very likely they will, so you earn less money. And WOPA, it's very unlikely they will, so now you earn more. And this is also how they make people bet bigger chunks of money, right? But here's where it gets sinister. On map 2, WOPA falls behind early. They go down 7-0. So Fish won map 1, and they're now ahead 7-0 on map 2. Now, no one in their right mind would ever bet on WOPA anymore. But that's where the gambling sites get you. Because the odds of WOPA making a comeback and winning now is now 11.25. And the odds of Fish winning this map is now 0.1. So if you bet $1,000 on Fish, you only win $10 when they eventually win. But if you put in $1 million on WOPA, and they somehow pull out the win, you have 11.25 million. You see where this is the problem, right? Here's what's going to happen. WOPA is going to lose map 1. They're going to go down into a deficit on map 2. And all of a sudden, the comeback starts. And it's the same the other way around. If someone on Fish was match fixing and they end up winning map 2, their odds go down to 103 or whatever. WOPA's goes up to like 11. And now they start throwing. Now they start playing like absolute fucking noobs. They end up losing map 2 and they play even worse on map 3. And WOPA win the tournament. They're super happy because now they won money they didn't think they were going to win after losing map 1 in horrendous fashion. And they're none the wiser because they just think they played well and outplayed Fish, but Fish threw the game on purpose. And Fish get a cut of all the money that the rich investors bet with. That's how match fixing works. Example of offer. Hi, online. Hi, yes. We can do game today. 0-2 score without overtime. Payout $2,000 after match. Also, I need to check in-game scores so you can stream POV in Discord for me. As I understand, your enemy today is bad, so if you can involve a third guy, we can pay 3k in total, 1k each. Nah, enjoy. Good luck. So these are the people, right? So they're betting thousands and thousands of dollars on outcomes, but the outcomes are already fixed. So this is how it works, chat. Interesting stuff. And this is why people are doing it. This is why it's so profitable. It's because you can make way more money match fixing than you can make with a decent tier 1 salary. And you can do that in tier 2 where there's less eyes on you. What you're saying is I should start gambling? I think right now is like probably the worst fucking time ever to gamble on anything because there's so much fucking match fixing. Yesterday, we were told that in some of the higher tier 2 tournaments, you can make up to 20 to 50,000 per month match fixing per player. So for most players in Counter-Strike, that's going to be a lot of money. And the money comes from idiots betting on 0-1 profit. No, the money comes from people betting on the games because they understand Counter-Strike, but they don't know that someone is match fixing. The people betting on the right outcome, they just have an insight to what's gonna happen, and they can take the odds lines that give a big payout. That's how it works. I think the tier 2 scene is rotten to its fucking core. Genuinely, I think the tier 2 scene is rotten to its fucking core. Skodo can't kill anyone to save his fucking life, chat. It's insane. Are people going pro just for match fixing? Yes. And you gotta understand now, chat, that cheating to make a name for yourself isn't really good because it's unsustainable. Because at some point in time, you're gonna reach a team where you can't cheat anymore. And your stats are going to fall off, and you just hope that at that point you're good enough and you can learn enough that you will stay in tier 1. Cheating now is a means to an end in terms of money. You make more money than in tier 1 by match fixing in tier 2. Yes, you can, absolutely you can. And you don't have to go blatant and win tournaments. You can simply sit middle of the pack in tier 2 and just be one of those teams that always end between 4th to 8th in a tournament, right? You can do that every season, season in, season out, and you can take a couple wins against teams you're not supposed to beat, and then have a couple losses against teams you're not supposed to lose to. Like FaZe? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, you're onto something. Exactly like FaZe, actually. Oh, shit. Oh, but come on, have some fucking confidence, you absolute piece of shit, bro. Hello? Like I buy power. Like I buy power. But that's the thing, the people that do match fixing, they all fucking regret it in the end, because they end up getting known. They end up getting outed. Sooner or later, they end up getting outed. Ate that fucking nade. Me personally, I think partly the VRS system is to blame. Because I think that for some players, because of VRS, the path to tier 1 has become really muddied. The path as a team making it to meaningful tournaments has become very difficult. And I think because of that, I think some people are just saying, fuck it, let me get the bag. I found a vid, what vid? Of the interview. Let's take a quick look.
Is tier 2 and tier 3 infested with cheaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
More than you would know, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's horrible odds, yes, to be honest. And also like about match fixing and everything. So, yeah.
But not us.
I think, in my opinion, tiers should be way more strict about the camera rules on online tournaments, because we just recently started to have a camera to be behind the player so they can see the screen and the players at the same time and like what's around the table and stuff. Because we know that some player used to have like radar stuff on their cell phones, and especially when we are playing tier 2 and tier 3, I think it's not that much to ask players to invest in having a proper webcam setup. Like, come on, it's now we can get it for not so much online, so it's doable.
I agree. We definitely, like, in tier 2 and tier 3, we need very strict setups for this shit. Because right now, how many teams do we have this year that's been confirmed to be cheating? We have Khan, we have Senza, we have Modame, suspicions around ESC. We have Northern Lights now, like, fully banned. We have this team, WOPA, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And there's probably a million more that I don't know about, because I started covering this shit in August this year. We're in October. So me covering this stuff for like 2-3 months. I have seen the downfall of 6 teams in 2 months, chat. And we've covered a lot of this stuff on stream, right? It's absolutely unbelievable, the state of the game. Ah, this guy's too good, bro. What the fuck? Maybe we should be looking at fucking Crad, bro. There's no way a player used to play on Amcol is this good. Many of these matches aren't listed by betting companies, but in countries like Russia and China, where there's less oversight, these matches are listed, and that's where people bet on them. It's like betting from Europe on a small Brazilian league. Nobody knows the players, teams, etc. In those countries, it's not known that matches are fixed, but in Europe, it isn't. Makes sense. I need to see a throw between 2 match-fixing teams. It's happened in League of Legends quite a few times, actually. Wait a second. A throw-off between 2 teams? NIP versus Amcol? Wait a second. Maybe there is match fixing in tier 1. Interesting. Oh no, are they trusting this bot with util? Maybe that's what he's good at. Maybe that's why they have him. It's the utility bot for the team. Oh, Krad's gonna fucking kill them all. Watch. Ace coming. Is he letting them live on purpose? Oh my god. Krad is such a nice guy, chat. I'm telling you. Did they fucking step? Who was it? Which one of you guys is a fucking clown? Of course! It's you! Who else could it be? Who else could it be than our boy, Skull to the dough? Oh my god, bruh. Wait, maybe he's a genius, chat. Maybe he stepped to make enemy team say someone stepped in secret. That means they're faking. Don't rotate. Oh my god. Wait, he might be Albert Einstein. Holy shit, he killed someone. But smooth! Yeah! cleans up the round. Right now, we're trying to like figure out if we see something really suspect from this team. So far, I can't say I have, right? We just know that like this is a team that like knows too much, probably. Beating teams they shouldn't be beating, probably. Whereas Sensa, we had just fucking Drow Ranger doing a marathon down mid every round, 9 rounds in a row, but only when the timing was great. You know what I mean? Like, bro, they were making my job goddamn easy, bruh. And instead we have to watch fucking Skodo over here, bro. The mental asylum escapee who somehow has like tier 2 career. Minor spelling mistake here. You're saying taught the same. This is the word from the word teach, right? You're using past tense of the word teach. You mean thought, which is T-H-O-U-G-H-T. This would be used as in the sentence, I taught your mom that she is able to bend her knees behind her ears in bed last night, right? Which I did do, by the way. Your mom is very flexible. Walks past Smuya and Krad, and the entire team is avoiding the A stack. And they decide to start running down ramp. And that's gonna make the boys in Fish 1, 2, 3 activate. Smuya down vents. Oh, Smuya. Oh, he knows where one of them is. Oh, no, but he's too goated. No shot. There's no way he gets one more here, right? Is this angle too? That timing is fucking disgusting. Did he see a shadow or something? There is no shadow. There is. Okay. I've never held this angle, so I didn't know there was a shadow advantage there. Okay, but now I know. I actually didn't know about that shadow advantage. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm never alive late in rounds, chat. I'm always dead, okay? Either I win the round or I'm dead, you know what I mean? So I didn't know about that. I hate how Skodo plays the game, bro. He cannot commit to a fight unless he's jiggled someone and seen them first. I really hate how he plays the game. I swear I feel like I'm watching such a fucking noob, bro. Did you see this? Nope, I have been streaming. Sources. HLTV and WOPA, a new chapter in esports ongoing conflict of interest saga. This time it's about HLTV, whose founder CEO co-owns a Danish organization, caught in sharing messages about a non-VRS eligible qualifier before the TO was aware of it. Was this secret information only HLTV sat on, or could anyone who actually read up on the updated rules and checked the dates know this? Anyone who checked would know by checking the rules and the Twitter and or GitHub post. The problem arises when HLTV and WOPA already have a conflict of interest, and that was exploited in this case by the messaging between HLTV and WOPA advising not to participate in the specific qualifier due to it not living up to TOR regulations. Furthermore, it's in the interest of most TOs to be featured on HLTV, so they could receive requests for coverage before the TO published their events. This is my problem with it all, right? Like, and this is why I said there's a conflict of interest. We have a team owned by someone who owns the site where all these tournaments get put on, that all these TOs want to have their tournament put on, where all these gambling sites want to have their gambling integrations put on, and these gambling sites that pay for the integrations is what keeps the tier 2 scene alive, and tier 1 at large, through donations, through sponsorships, and through brand deals, and etc, right? So there is a massive conflict of interest here. Learning that he co-owns the team WOPA at all is very problematic. You know what's nice, chat? I don't belong to any org or team or anything. I can just speak my mind. I could just be ex-user Ren. If I was playing for any of the teams in this tier 2 circuit and this shit happened to me, I think I would definitely feel some type of pressure to just tank it and just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I really feel like I would feel that pressure to just be like, okay, this fucking sucks, but let's not speak about it. Skoda plays like Hardstock 2 Elo. I really feel like he plays like a fucking noob. I cannot lie. He's a noob that knows utility. Oh. Smuya falls. No, his mechanics are unimpressive. Do you know what I enjoy, though? It would be really interesting to have a counter of how many times he plants the bomb, because a lot of the time he is given the bomb to plant. And I swear to God, I've never before seen a team use their AWPer to plant the bomb over and over and over. Can you guys imagine if Mondesi planted the bomb over and over for Falcons? How weird that would look. I think his team knows he's fucking worthless as a player. The full save coming out here. Oh. O-star. Like, bro, I don't know. When I watch this, when I watch how he takes this fight, it's just like no one's home, bro. It's so slow. It's so uninspired. I don't know. Tech pause. Santos' mobile phone lost charge. Allegedly. Allegedly. Had to plug in the charger. Allegedly. Another ramp boost. Doing it 2 rounds in a row is kind of ballsy. I fuck with it. It feels like he's playing on a 60Hz monitor. Bro has a dragon lore. I don't think we have any financial issues ever since he talked to an alleged Chinese man on WhatsApp. Or any other nationality, for that matter. From what I understand, though, there is a lot of, like, Chinese match fixers in European Counter-Strike. But from what we heard before from Dubs, it makes sense that the European Tier 2 league, where no European betting company is willing to take the risk, the Chinese companies still will, because they think they're clean. So it makes sense. It makes sense that there's a lot of Chinese money coming into this. Or European money on Chinese platforms. It doesn't really matter, does it? Oh my god, a 2K. Yeah, there's no way he gets through a third one. That's just not in the books here. How was it playing in Japan versus EU servers? Is the experience different? Yes, in Japan, no one talks to you at all. You play with no Japanese people. You play with Koreans and Chinese and Russians. He just threw 2 flashes into the wall, blinded himself, and then ran into the wall. Is he holding the double lobby flank? Yes. He went back and checked for Danny again. Brother, really? Really? The awareness. Aware spaceness. Yeah, drop down. Show him your aim. It sounds pretty fun that a WOPA would play with the sub without knowing that one of the players got banned, but I have no proof. Didn't tell you why they're playing with the substitute. Nah, found out from your tweet, but as far as I know, they also didn't know why Skodo was not playing. I think he didn't even try to join. Across has the ability to display in the server console why a player didn't join the match. I have a hard time with this, you know what I mean? Lucas is the coach of Wildcard. When it comes to stuff like this, if it's match fixing, then someone in the team knows, right? And it's obvious, just judging from the kid's inventory, it's obvious he has money. Now, does he have the money from before, from work, from his family? Or from match fixing? We don't know, right? But he has money. And for me, that just kind of lends credibility, at least, to the fact that there might be match fixing going on. Because again, match fixing is more profitable than trying to cheat to get up in the ratings and to get more qualifiers, blah, 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 right? United 21 is also not a VRS tournament. So you are not getting VRS points for winning this or for going far. Ren just saying the same thing happened when Joel got banned. They tried to put Red Star to play while he wasn't in roster for CCT. That's interesting. I have a hard time buying that, like, these people don't know. I feel like the problem is you can always hide behind ignorance, right? It's the same thing when people viewbot on Twitch. You can viewbot and you can always just hide behind, oh, I don't know. I'm not viewbotting. Maybe someone's viewbotting me. And you can always hide behind it. It's a very strong defense. Right? It's a very strong defense. Because people have to prove that you were. Skodo is banned official or not yet? Skodo is banned from an official standpoint, yes, Tripex. So, like, he is banned in the Acros anti-cheat system. Tripex, are you the player on Wildcard Academy? Yes. Are you aware that when you guys played against Northern Lights in a BO3 recently, that all 5 of them were radar hacking against you and were unable to beat you? So mid BO3, they told their bookie to cash out the bet because they were not confident they were able to beat you guys on map 3, despite having 5 people with radar hack. That was Valtrion? Yes. And Tripex was playing on Valtrion in that BO3. Yeah, it was on Exort. It's that exact BO3 we're talking about. You guys lost map 1 in overtime, and then you 13-1'd map 2, and you 13-3'd map 3. So you absolutely destroyed them. After map 2, they told their bookkeepers that they were not going to be able to beat you guys and to cash out their bets. And they were, all 5 of them were using radar hack against you. And because of this, I know for a fact that they believe that your team was cheating as well. Because they kind of think that, like, hey, if we're not able to beat these guys with 5 radar hacks, then they're probably cheating as well. So yeah, my team. Yeah, no. This is one of the Northern Lights players think so. But they weren't willing to go out and say, like, oh yeah, these guys are cheating 100%. We watched the demo yesterday because we were interested in seeing if there's something we can find. There were some really sus moments, but it's at the end of the day, when we watched all 3 maps, we were kind of left with a, like, we don't know. I want to ask United something. Oh, I don't have a contact within United, by the way, just so you know. But United should have banned WOPA here. 100%. They should have banned WOPA here. If Skodo is banned officially. Tripex, here is what I know, and here's what I'll share with you. I have insights that he is banned in the Acros anti-cheat system. He is banned in the system. That is why he's not playing. That is why he's not trying to play. In this system, as you know, United 21 is using Acros anti-cheat, and as you know, he is banned there. That's why he's not playing. 2.6 in regulations. Let's take a look. Organizer reserves the rights to disciplinary punishments in relation to the teams, which arouse suspicion. In case the suspicions of the organizers prove to be correct, the team or organization will be permanently banned from the project, and the results of the match sabotage checks will be made public. The final decision as to further participation of the team or organizations in the project remains with the organizer of United 21 series. So they can ban them, especially knowing that they have had a cheating player. And then you look at the history of WOPA and how they have been playing in these last months. Like, look, they've been absolutely unstoppable. 2-0, lost 1-2 here. 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1. Lost to Masonic, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, and then they beat Fish 1-2-3 in the grand final. They've been playing incredibly well, and they just beat you guys in Wildcard Academy. And they've done all of these things, except for today, with a cheating banned player. Now, personally, what I believe here is that when you have someone on a team cheating, they're not just cheating on their own. Usually, in Tier 2, they will have web radar, like Northern Lights did, and they will share it with either the entire team or members of the team. For me, I think this should, at the very minimum, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I think at the very minimum, this should prompt a deep investigation into Zanto, Patti, Thamlike, and Quez. Because these guys have been reaping the benefits, and whether or not they have been reaping benefits of calls from Skodo. Now, I know Skodo wasn't playing today, but in all of these ones, he has been. He wasn't playing today because he got banned today. It is, at the very least, it is deserving of full investigation of all the players. Because in a lot of these situations with match fixing, also as stated by our insider in Northern Lights, previously, match fixing is traditionally done by either a duo or a trio or the entire team. You will never have a lone wolf doing the match fixing. That just doesn't happen, really. I think that is worth looking into, for sure. Chat, Tier 2 is just a fucking content pipeline, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. I wish we tapped in sooner. I wish we fucking tapped in sooner, chat. I'm enjoying myself. And I'm seeing Skodo run into walls, bro. It is This is the gift that keeps on giving, bro. If I got this fucking noob in my team on Premiere, I'd be pissed, bro. Skodo moved his butterfly from his Steam account. Either that Husko, or he recently traded it there, and he can't trade it elsewhere. Because he also has his Dragon Lore on there. And because he has his Dragon Lore on there, we know for a fact that that one is tradable. So it might also be that the knife is new. Where? Did he remove the Dragon Lore? He moved the Dragon Lore! No! He got rid of the D-Lore! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! We checked his inventory earlier today. He had the Dragon Lore then. Ooh! The plot thickens! That is funny. That is fucking funny. It's not his Dragon Lore, it's a borrowed op, and the reason the knife swords inventory is because they swap every time it's tradable, they're going around in rotation. Aha. Godsir, you seem to know this guy personally. He's borrowing his skins, by the way. I see. I'm assuming you know this guy personally, huh? I know him personally. Okay, well, shit. Godsir, I have bad news for you, bro. Anyways, let's keep watching. Let's see what happens after the investigation. Okay, Godsir, now you feel passive-aggressive in chat. Now you're making it weird, bro. The plot thickening even more. It's been an interesting day for Counter-Strike. That's for sure. I mean, his friend got banned. I mean, yeah, we all like to believe that our friends are always innocent and sweet people. I think the only thing every cheater ever had in common is that they all have a friend. At least one, right? Where God loved everyone so equally, he gave them all friends. Clara! I don't, yeah, but you're not a cheater. You're clean. That's why you have no friends, bro. You should start cheating. You can become friends with other cheaters. This dude is pro. Is crazy. Did he just nade the fuck out of his teammate? How much damage did Quest just take? Quest just took 20 damage and just got fully exposed to Foestar. Bro, what the fuck? Did you see the Inferno clip? No, can you link it? Dude, is the guy gonna send the clip or what? Did I just get rage baited? Imagine he went AFK. Dude, I'm gonna start doing that to streamers. I'm just gonna go into their chat and be like, dude, have you seen that fucking thing that happened? And I'm just gonna close their stream. Let me do it right now, actually. Did you see the thing? Renex lul. There you go, close the stream.
Did you see the thing? What thing? What thing? What thing we're talking about? What thing we're talking about? Ren?
My boy Skodo hasn't done fucking anything for like 12 rounds. He's about to go crazy though on the timeline. I can see it. So hopefully it's an incorrectly applied ban. Hopefully. I sure as fuck haven't seen anything that makes me go, oh yeah, this guy's cheating. But the reality of tier 2 is that a lot of people are using DMA and radar hacks and relaying their radars to their teammates so that everyone has radar hack on the cell phones. That is the reality of tier 2. And that is how a lot of tier 2 games are played and match fixed. And the suspicion is that he himself isn't using like aim or wall or anything like that, but he is using potentially radar hack and feeding the information to his teammates. But all of this is speculative. The only thing I see when I see him play is a not so great player who happens to win a lot of games. And I see some things that makes me raise my eyebrows, but nothing that makes me go, yeah, I think these guys are cheating. But I also do not understand how they're beating good players. Skodo with a headshot. Drops into A. 7kick wants to go down the vents, gets taken the fuck out, and they win the round! Yeah! I swear to God, bro, Skodo is so slow when he plays the game. Someone wrote earlier that they feel like it looks like he's playing on 60 Hz, and I kind of get it, you know what I mean? Oh, Skodo, the dealer goat, runs up, takes an advanced angle. Almost dies to top silo. Out of 10, how important would you say sound is in CS? Fucking 10. Super important. How you gain most of your info in the game. Unless you're playing tier 2, then it's your radar. If you're playing tier 2, the most important thing in the game is your cell phone, okay? Make sure you have a cell phone with a large battery capacity. Ooh, good smoke break and kill. Oh yeah, dispatches him. Not ready for the top red. Last 10 minutes, nothing really looks sus. Yeah, I agree. But like, that's the thing, right? Like, are they cheating in this game? We don't know. Were they cheating in the previous game we looked at? We don't know. Is he banned for cheating in a different qualifier? Entirely possible. Is the ban applied wrong and he was never cheating to begin with? Also possible. You know what I mean? We don't have any cards. We don't have any knowledge. Which is why we're looking. We're trying to figure it out. But the only thing I can see is someone that I think doesn't look like a good player. And I think chat also thinks he doesn't look like a good player. So that's my only gripe with this. I feel like I'm watching someone not very good play the game. My goat buys an AWP. He's an average player with very good read sometimes. He has had a couple. He had one incredible one on Ancient, but that one can be explained. I just don't see a good player, chat. That's my only like gripe with him, right? And it's not like there's a lack of quality players in tier 2, tier 3. There are a lot of really good ones. Kurva. That Molotov is so fucking stupid because his team is like full taking space. The only thing he needs to do is fucking crouch, scope in, and just hold the left side. That his teammates worry about right side. That Molotov is so fucking dumb, bro. And all of a sudden, it's all onto Zanto. Zanto finds Dani. And now it's a 1v1. Insane timing. And Smuya misses the shot. Unlucky. And that's all she wrote. That's how the grand final ends in overtime. No double OT. Scorelines are Santo on 28, Thamlike on 30, Skodo on 2019, Best on 17-22, and Putty finally on 14-22. Again, it's hard to look at this and be like, oh yeah, there was definitely cheating here. But it's also hard for me to see a good player when I'm spectating Skodo. And for me, that is odd. But anyways, that's what we've been looking at. If anything else comes out regarding the ban, if it's incorrectly applied, if it gets confirmed as correctly applied, I will let you guys know.